Available now from the MVD Marquee collection on Blu-ray, is a very vile film. It's a film called Vile. V-I-L-E is the title and the subject matter. This is a film from, let's see, 2011. This was directed, to me, most notable because it's directed by Taylor Sheridan, who wrote Hell or High Water, which is a great film, Wind River, which was a great film, Sicario, which I really liked, and is the creator of Yellowstone and the spin-off series of Yellowstone. So this is a guy who's gone on to really, really great things. So I was like, wow, I wonder if this film shows or embodies any of that rich power of the writing and the directorial stance, not that he directed those other films, but of those other films. And the answer is no, it doesn't. This is basically a Saw knockoff. This is, I'll tell you a little something about this film. This is... The basic storyline is, it's 88 minutes, which is a blessing. And I say that devoid of what else I'm going to say about this movie. Anything that's 90 minutes or less automatically gets points for me because I got a lot to get through and too much is too long these days. So 88 is great for especially a genre film. The idea behind this movie is people wake up in this house. They're in a room in this old, dark, rundown house that they can't get out of. They only have access to a couple of rooms. A video plays with some weird old lady who says... you're all here. You all are going to be released unharmed, but you have to follow the rules of the game. You all have attached to the back of your head a device that will kill you if you try to remove it, that has two tubes that are running out of your brain into these little vials, V-I-A-L. And the way those, what that does is extracts a special chemical from your brain that is released when the body senses danger. When the brain thinks the body is in danger, it releases this chemical, which is in some way similar to the tingler. And so basically the rule of the game is you have to inflict bodily damage and harm on each other until this little status bar, there's a ticking clock on this TV screen. It's counting down. You've got however many hours, and there's a percentage. And until we get that 100%, you're all doomed. If we hit that 100%, something will remove those things from your neck. You will be released, and you can go on about your life and live a full productive life, minus any limbs that might have been removed in the process of playing this game. So what follows is just it's a lot of screaming, a lot of swearing, a lot of shaky camera that's too close to what's going on, a lot of gore, and it's just people hurting each other for like an hour and a half. Like there are some dialogue scenes. There's a little bit of a setup to show you how some of these people got there. There's some deleted scenes that show that there was a little bit more of that originally, but really it's a setup with this group of friends who get captured and they wake up and then the movie plays. And boy, I really didn't like this at all. There was just really so little to it. It was just screaming and swearing and shaky camera and blood, and I'm gonna hit your arm with a cheese grater, and I'm gonna hit you with a hammer, and it's just... they coined the term torture porn in the wake of Saw, and this is really nestled in with that. It's just like, it's really not very good. Like, I didn't like it. Now, there may be people who do. MVD obviously saw value in this to pull it out. There might be people, this is apparently the Blu-ray debut of this film, so if you only ever knew this on DVD, you get a nice upgrade here. And it looks as good as can be for what it is, but it's not a very good looking film. So it's got that Saw aesthetic, that, rusted metal and blood and grit and darkness and smeared makeup and all that kind of stuff. So I thought it was really not good. So let's talk about what you get with this package. So there's the cover. It is a slip cover, so that's the front and the back. The slip cover slips to reveal pretty much the same thing, front and back. And then we crack her open, and you get the disc and an alternate cover that's a little bit more gruesome, but not wildly explicit. It reminds me aesthetically of the Hills Have Eyes remake poster, I think. That was a certain look it has to it. So the extras are deleted scenes in standard def. I believe there are 2 deleted scenes and they total about 6 minutes. You get a theatrical trailer in HD. You get the reversible artwork, as I said. And you get trailers for other MVD releases, and I'll kind of lean over and see what they are. We have Ghoulies, One Dark Night, Witch Trap, and Swamp Thing. Some of those I have reviewed, and some of them I will be reviewing soon. Playing catch up. And then there's a kind of amusing extra deleted, I don't know what you want to call it, behind the scenes thing called Director Tyler Sheridan Mops Up the Aftermath. And it is literally that. It's the director, it's a minute long, it's video footage of him in the kitchen set of the film, mopping up blood and whistling a jaunty tune, and that's all it is. So if you're a fan of this film, you can get this now from the MVD Marquee collection. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's out there for those who like it. If you've seen all the Saw films and you've seen all the other Saw knockoffs, why not try Vile? Available now on Blu-ray from the MVD Marquee collection.